here we are, man. The first doings of the check-in, man. Ever since you and I had the opportunity to link up with each other, man. I think you and I always had good conversations just about like DJing and what we do. So I mean, I figure now that we both can now have perspective on where I'm at in South Florida and where you're at in the Bay Area. I think now we can really, give people more of an insight on like what we go through for this. So I think let's clap it up, man. First episode. We
First
got we
episode, man.
we
First
we
episode.
my man got his microphone up, man. You
Yeah.
feel good? So shit, man. How are you doing? Like how you doing?
I'm good, man. A lot of stuff just coming out the woodwork. Like I said, man, I always give kudos to you, trusting the process. I'll be full-time DJing for 3 years this year in May. And I was scared to take that leap. But you gave me the guidance and the confidence and the instructions, and man, things are booming, bro. Everything is good. It's a
Would you
little
have?
busy.
Would you have? Would you have? Would you do again this past weekend for Super Bowl?
Oh man, so this past weekend, my Super Bowl weekend started on Thursday. I was in the Mission first night at Delirium. That night went up. Miko Kaki ended up showing up. He's an artist that I had actually booked years back, but he just showed up out of nowhere. It wasn't planned or anything. I played his song. He performed it for your boy. Had the bar going crazy, And then Saturday, I was at the Sandbar in Oakland. That's my new residency. Saturday day parties in Oakland. And then I did a crab feed with Mario.
Saturday night. I saw that on his stories. How good was that?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was great. Gave your boy, got paid, gave your boy a bottle of Hennessy, then gave me a whole tray of crab to take home. Man, I could not complain, man.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It was funny because it's like I saw on your stories how you were just like, man, I just had to go home because I'm tired. I can't. I can't.
Yeah. That was that night.
I can't take it anymore, man. I'm done, man. I got nothing left.
Yeah, my weekends pretty much start on Thursdays now. But that's gonna change. But yeah, man, by the time it even gets to Saturday night or Sunday, bro, I'm cooked.
You're like, I got nothing left.
I got nothing left, man. I got nothing left. My time is past.
Shit, man. Speaking of cooked, man, I've been running into a little bit of a problem lately.
Okay.
With the private events and stuff. And I mean, it's something that it's happened before, but it's just happening at more of a rate than it was. I'm getting pump faked. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, I'm getting pump faked a lot right now. Like, I'll have like I'll get on the meeting with them. We'll be chopping it up. And then it'll be seeming like it's a go. And then I'm like,
last minute.
They're like,
you're not. I forgot there was a term that my boy used to tell me. He was like, you line them up, but you ain't knocking them down.
Man, no, and it's like I'd won. It was a good corporate gig, like a solid corporate gig. I would have came back to the Bay for it, and like, I mean, they sent me all the documents like right after we chatted. I filled them out, sent them right away. I'm like, oh, we locking this motherfucker in.
Oh, whoa!
And then I was hitting her. I was like, hey, anything? And then I guess she was just waiting for the client that they had to like let them know whether they were going to move forward. And then they told me they were just going to scrap the whole DJ thing. And I was like, it's been happening. Now it's just been happening more, than usual. And it's just like, this is like just one of those times where it's like, man, it's like, you got to be your own cheerleader for like stuff like that. And right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 1000%, bro. I'll say this. Until you sent that deposit, we've only discussed your hopes and dreams. That's the only way you know it's pretty much locked in now. You know, you got to get that deposit. You got to secure that deposit.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the only way. And I'm like, and it's driving me crazy because it's like I haven't switched up anything from my usual sales call or anything like that. It's just something is happening right now where I'm getting pump faked like crazy, and it's just like it happened to me like twice today, and it would just be like, damn, I'm like, what was the disconnect right now that's happening? So it was just like that's something that I've been like about right now, just because I just been feeling like I've been getting hidden with the oopty wopty right now, you know, just talking to clients and stuff like that. And it's just like, how do I get till?
How far out was it?
It was like it wasn't too far out. It was definitely close enough where it was like we locked it in. I could get all the information. I think it was in March. It was in like the beginning or middle of March. So it wasn't like it was close enough where it's like we had to lock it in, but it was like far out enough where it's like we had time to figure it out. But it was like I had like the week before I had gotten a fuck ton of inquiries, and I'm like, they're rolling the fuck in, and I'm going hitting everybody up. And then it's just like after I did all the meetings that I could and everything like that, it just was like, nope.
Oh.
And it's just like, dang, it's like, you know, this is all it almost mimicked the feeling when you're at the club trying to get the promoter to pay you.
Oh yeah.
That's how I feel right now.
Oh, well, I don't know. That's a little extreme.
I know it's extreme, but it's just like it mimics the same week because you know when you go, it's like, no, man, let's take another shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hitting you with like the ninjutsu to try to get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
My golly, bro.
They gassing you up. You know, you getting gassed up, and then you know they ain't sealing the deal.
No, man, and I'm you know, that's just something I'm trying to, you know, I just kind of had to like, I got to roll with the punches a little bit. You know, we can't stay down.
Hey, sometimes, man, you just go through a drought, you know, and everybody goes through a drought sometimes. You know what I mean?
And I feel like I always have to like look at these situations as like, this is the universe telling me that I got to allocate my energy to other things. Maybe, you know, as much as like it feels, I mean, you know how it feels once that direct deposit bloop come up on your phone. It's quite intoxicating.
Go time. Oh yeah. Change the whole day up.
Yo, you know what I mean? Like, dude, and it's like on a Tuesday and you get the deposit, you like,
oh yeah. Dude, that happened to me in the last 72 hours.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Friday and like last Friday and Monday. It was like boom, and it was like sent a little bit similar. Like he's like, oh, how can I send a deposit? He never sent it, and then I messaged him on Monday, and I was like, hey man, I'll just letting you know, like we're not a full lock until you send that deposit. And he's like, oh my bad, and he sent it over immediately. But you're right, that high, I was like,
yeah,
let's get the day started.
Ain't nothing. You want to go on a night, you want to take a nice walk, you're like, you're feeling like so good. So it's like, you know, at this point, I can wholeheartedly say I'm addicted to that feeling. So it's just like when you get me and I'm like right on the edge and I can't touch it, that shit drives me crazy. Did you hear what happened at Dahlia though?
Oh, I definitely heard what happened.
You heard what happened at Dahlia? Okay. Oh, for the watchers that don't know Jeremy, Dahlia is a spot in the Bay Area that you know, he DJs at regularly. And actually we're gonna talk about it real quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it real quick. Let me get the sound going quick.
They going viral.
Going super viral.
Go to the I was like, damn.
When the police came, they found a 9mm shell casing plus a .45 caliber.
Restarted from the top.
offensive and Keon White was just shot following an argument with rapper Lil Baby. The incident occurred at Dahlia's, which is a bar in San Francisco. Keon White had a private party in the downstairs area of Dahlia's before Lil Baby and his entourage tried to enter White's private party, in which White and Lil Baby got into an argument after not allowing him to enter the private area. One of the witnesses went upstairs to get some help to defuse the situation, but then while they were doing so, they heard 2 gunshots go off. So when the witness returned, they saw White on the floor after getting shot in his left leg. When the police came, they found a 9mm shell casing, plus a .45 caliber shell casing. But as we know right now, no arrests have been made and the police have yet to name any suspects from this situation. The 49ers released that Keon White suffered a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. Now he's expected to undergo surgery after the shooting. But Keon White, he was in San Francisco because he was rooting.
He looked like he could get shot and keep it pushing though.
No, I'll tell you a little something, man. I mean, that's a big boy. I'll say that, but
oh, for sure.
But I mean, I don't know if you want to share your background too much, but he got hit with a 45 caliber, bruh.
Nah, man. I know that probably take
exactly.
Well, let me ask you a question. You know, you being there from a first person point of view, like how do you think something like that could have been like? Because I mean, like I felt like there was probably no way to get around that, huh? It's just surprising to hear that in like where the current state of downtown San Francisco is, that something like that would happen.
No, not surprising at all. Not really? Surprising at all. I mean, it would have been surprising if it wasn't Super Bowl weekend.
That's true.
If it wasn't Super Bowl weekend, I would be very surprised. But it being Super Bowl weekend, I'm not surprised at all. And you know, the owner, one of the main owners of Dahlia, he's very locked in. You know, he's tapped in. I didn't even know how tapped in he was, but he's very locked in. So celebrities come through there, but usually it's discreet. You know what I mean? Usually people don't even like know. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think just the combination of rapper and athlete, testosterone and ego, you know what I mean? I think that's just what, and I think that there's miscommunication. I'll leave it at that.
Because I'm like, how did he even get down there in the first place? They had to have known that they're, you know what I mean? What the fuck?
And so, you know, some of my experiences there has been a lot of miscommunication, and that's something that, you know, I've expressed, you know, but it happens. And I think there was a miscommunication because, yeah, if there's a private event down there, dude, roped off. Do not go down there. You know what I mean? Like this, you have no business down here. If it's already booked, you know what I mean? And this person's already paid for it, and this person has a certain status, you should not be down there. And
I'm wondering what's, because it's like if Lil Baby pulled up to, you know, I'd be like, I mean, maybe they're from, I don't know.
Well, you know, like I said, the owner is he's locked in. You know what I mean? He's locked in, and I would just say that Lil Baby pulled up, and what I think was that he was under the impression that he had full access, and nobody wanted to tell him no, so they just made the assumption that, and this is me assuming, you know what I mean? But from my past experiences with this place at Dahlia, that I think that he wasn't told that you don't have full access. This is where you're gonna be. But because of Lil Baby's status, you know, that wasn't communicated to him, and Lil Baby assumed like, man, where they going? And I'm referring to, you know, the dancers. You know what I mean? Like, I've had people. I know the people who were there.
Okay.
And because I wasn't there that night. And from what I was told, you know, he's looking like, yo, where they going? What was back there? You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so he wanted to go find out. And when he got down there, he like, oh yeah, it's cool. We down here. You know what I mean? I want some privacy. And it's like, nah, playboy, this spot already taken. You know, but that wasn't communicated to him. You know what I mean?
Damn, how they ain't let him in? How they ain't know he had the blick on him though? That's the
that's another, like, you gotta be searching people, man. And I'm not saying that they didn't get searched, but from what I heard, the amount of people that fell in there at once, that
But
fell in there
after they started shooting.
no, before they started shooting. The amount of people that fell in there, when I say not fell, like actually hit,
Oh,
fell,
I thought they were
walked
hitting
in. That walked in. The amount of people that walked in, it was probably easy to get that thing in there. You know what I mean? You know, I'll say this, bro, and I'll leave it here. People are so obsessed with the celebrity, bro. They're obsessed, and they get blinded. You know what I mean? And they're like, I don't need to search him. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, nah, you do. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like I said, I've heard some things about Lil Baby before Lil Baby even became Lil Baby, and I heard them boys don't play.
No, yeah. They don't. They don't.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. You know,
you see a rapper in the click, just go on, just go that way.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm surprised Lil Baby even has a pass out here in the Bay. I'm gonna keep it real.
Well, here's the thing is, like, there's nothing for those who don't know the way that the Bay Area works. You know, the actual city and the government once something like this happens, they would love to just like shut down a spot. You know what I mean? So that's the part that it's like we don't have, like, you know, some other markets like maybe out here can tread a little bit more water when they start shooting, guaranteed. I mean, that's everywhere, but it's just like, you know, if you've been in San Francisco, like, and you've seen the scene the way we have, is when situations like that happen, it can fuck so much shit up for everybody.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely, and that's happened before in the Bay. That tends to happen a lot in the Bay Area. But I'll say this: something happened a long time ago. That I know personally that involved Lil Baby before he like blew up, and that's why I was like, I'm surprised, like the amount of people that are receptive to him, especially out here, particularly in the Bay Area, because like I said, something happened, and I'm surprised that But maybe that's why he does move the way that he moved, the way he was moving. But again, I've heard that the dudes he rolls with, you know, don't play. You know, they don't play.
I would be at the point where I see a rapper rolling up, I'm like,
time to go.
I'm good, dog. We'll just play your songs. We don't need you in here.
Exactly.
Hell nah. Like, skedaddle.
And let's not talk about the fact that that's the third 49er player has been shot.
Yeah, man. They just they just need to stay out in Santa Clara or something, or go to go to Santa Cruz and have a good time. And actually, speaking of the Super Bowl football and all that, you know, I gotta ask you is like, what's your thoughts on the Bad Bunny performance that got the streets
talking?
Just talk, you know, just what that got just everybody. They got to chirp. I have my opinion on it, you know what I'm saying? And I don't, it's kind of a full spectrum opinion on like the past few Super Bowls, but I was just wondering, like, what did you think of the performance?
I thought it was good. I'm a Bad Bunny fan though, you know, so I can see, I don't want to say I can see both sides. I don't want to play the fence. I want to pick a side, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm rocking with the performance, but I can see people like just being upset about it. You know, it's new. You know, like people don't like what they aren't used to. People don't like what they're not familiar with, and that's anything and everything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I thought the performance was good. I thought that there was ample time for you to listen to his music because they announced it a long time ago that he was going to be the Super Bowl performer. And I would say that I'll say this and I'll finish it here. I wasn't too ecstatic about the like how it was set up and everything. Yeah, the whole setup, I was like, it was a little, I don't want to say it was too cultured, but it was just like, they could have did better. But the song selection, the transitions, the guest appearances, I thought that was dope. But I think they could have done better with the aesthetics. That's what I'll say.
I get what he was trying to do, but they've been doing this thing with the Super Bowl for the last few years that's been like driving me up a wall. Is they do the performance for TV more than they do it for like it looking big and grandiose on stage, because it's a stadium, you know what I'm saying? But like how it like, okay, one of the biggest running jokes is like people couldn't even see what he was doing because there was like 8-foot grass people on the joint.
It's one you are 1,000% right. The Super Bowl performance is better for the people watching the TV versus the people there.
And then I would be pissed if I spent all that money.
Oh yeah.
And then I can't even see what's going on. And it's just like, okay, you're trying to make this big cultural stamp on everything. Well, we need to put you on a stage. I feel like The Weeknd did it, and whoever was after The Weeknd did it, and then Usher did it on a stage where he really like, okay, it was Dr. Dre, because Dr. Dre only had that little house he was standing on. And then Usher, he had a really great performance where it looked big in the stadium and it looked big on the stage. And then it was like this, like, okay, yeah, I totally get what he was doing, and he's trying to like really recreate the Puerto Rican flavor and everything like that. Cool. But just the way it was done so for TV, it just looked big enough. Honestly, just to me personally, it was big. I'm not gonna like downplay it, but it didn't look big enough like it should have.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think what the problem is there's just too much controversy around it right now, you know. And I think that he got caught. I think what Bad Bunny, his mistake was he got caught up in trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? Instead of worrying about the actual performance, the appearance, and he's like, nah, I'm about to prove a point. Fuck ICE, fuck Trump, fuck this, fuck that. You know what I mean? I mean, he was trying to disguise it with, you know, positivity, but his demeanor, his aggression, he didn't really look happy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna say he looked uncomfortable, but he just looked like he was in aggressive mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just too much tension. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's you know, just the kind of.
Here's what I'll say.
Go ahead.
If he got put on, I feel like with the current state of America, he got put on to do the Super Bowl performance at the wrong time. Now,
yes, exactly. He got put on at the wrong time, bro. Wrong time.
Okay. If it was, let's just say it was like, I'm talking Kobe is still on the earth. If it was like 2018 and they were like, we're gonna put Bad Bunny out there, none of this. None of this.
Women, none of this. And that's what I was about to say. I mean, this all has to do with Trump. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, he shouldn't be president or this, that, and this. My one problem with Donald Trump, and it's the biggest fucking problem. He causes too much division. Are people getting money? Are people, you know, I'm not even gonna speak into everything else. My only thing, and this is, and what our country needs right now, we need some type of togetherness. And Trump is causing too much division. So guess what? Nobody's having a good time right now. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Nobody's having a good time.
I think ever since COVID, just the division, like we've it's almost become sexy to be divided in a way. It's just like so centralized, and even that, I mean, look, we're even going to see what the streets are talking about. Hold on,
right?
Share this up real quick. See what these streets are talking about.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You know that's Sweet Caroline. But this is what I'm saying is like the people who pay for these seats, they want to hear Journey. Like this.
Oh yeah.
Like
oh yeah.
Like if we're gonna be honest, the crowd that listens to Bad Bunny are regular season ticket buyers.
Yes. Facts. Let's be honest.
Okay?
Be honest. I agree.
Like the people that listen to that and any that, like, they are the regular season ticket holder. I guess there's no in and outs about that, and I mean, there's no way to get around that.
Yeah, and with that being said, though, even with the people who are complaining about the people who are complaining about it, I want to tell them to shut up too. Honestly, like, it's over, it's done with. Like, and I'm talking about the people who are the ones who are mad about everybody who's getting mad about it. Like, everybody was posting about it, talking about, oh, if you don't like Bad Bunny, I'm unfollowing you. Like, dude, be quiet. You know what I mean? Like, let it go.
I blame Kendrick, man. Kendrick got everybody too radicalized, and that's a problem with the Super Bowl, with like just all this. When I watch these Super Bowls and everything like that, I am honestly trying to like get away from like all like the world's drama. I'll kind of want to get taken somewhere else in a happier mode, and I just feel like, man, we so stuck on this. Like, granted, you're right from a lot of the civil divide, in the people. But there has to start being, I feel like, a little bit more checks and balances to be like, you know what, man, like, we kind of trying to just be happy on this shit right now, you know?
Hey, man, sometimes you gotta let it be what it is at some point. You know, just going through this, like, what's happening right now. It's just what's happening right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say like, oh, don't like just let it be. But during this time, for the next 4 years, and I'm just picking on Trump right now. Right. You know, but at this time, just work to where we'll be able to get out of this after these couple years. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, what's happening now? Fuck it. That's just what's happening right now. You know what I mean? But people feeding into it, giving it so much energy and everything. Like, and it's both sides. Like, how do you have this much energy to bicker and beef and fight with so many people, even via on social media? Like, bro, you wasting time, homie.
I don't get, and it's funny because it's like I posted a couple memes, just, you know, these are jokes. These aren't even like, ain't nothing like, you shouldn't have played no Bad Bunny at my Super Bowl. It wasn't just like joke, like, you know what I'm saying? And I had one person reach out to me and, I mean, sent me this like long ass paragraph.
Oh my God.
Oh my, like, you have to lighten up,
bro. I forgot.
Serious,
bro. You took the words out my mouth. I forgot who said it, but bro, you take this shit way too serious.
Put the guns down.
Yeah.
Yo, like, you remember that thing Michael Jackson when the dude pointed, he's like,
right.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, put it, like, what he, like, hold, like, relax. Like, oh my, like, I need to see black people be in this much of an uproar after Kendrick's shit. And that shit was just a big old, I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black. And I'm like,
black, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? It was a whole CD, what is his name? Mixed Master Mike, whatever. But it was just like, this.
Oh, you talking about Black Mark?
Yeah. But I think it's just because, like, yo, and shout out to all my like Latinos, Latinas in the world. We love y'all, all that. But
you know, ooh, man.
They're a passionate folk.
Of course.
So, you know,
and to just take it a little further, they haven't had nothing to be passionate about in a while, as far as like an artist like who's like this captivating, you know, this groundbreaking. You know what I mean? They had Pesa Pluma for a little bit, J Balvin for a little bit, Daddy Yankee had a hold on it, Mark Anthony, but they're all getting older and they're not making as much music. You know what I mean? You know, they lost the Bad Bunny is like their Selena, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and he definitely picked up the torch where, like, like that first little boom of reggaeton, and Daddy Yankee was, I mean, because it was crazy, because like when that first boom of reggaeton came out, everybody was like not tripping about it at all.
Nobody was tripping. Nobody was tripping, and it was a great time.
Yeah, everyone.
I was in Colombia during the peak, like when it was like, when I'm talking, when these dudes got nine artists on one song. They had Anuel, J Balvin, Daddy Yankee. Yeah, they had I forgot that the song was called like Birthday Ear, but that They Both They remix, they had everybody named Mama on that thing, bro. Raul Alejandro, they had bro, they had everybody on that thing, and it was a movement, and now it's just like now it's bothering people.
Yeah, well, all of it, well, because now we're just in a year different, so therefore I need to post about you being different and being an uproar about it, opposed to like it just being like, I don't know what this is, but this sounds good. Like that's exactly what happened. And then we had Nori and Nina Sky on a song together.
Oh, exactly.
Come on, like what's good? Like,
Nori was like possibly the first in hip hop and reggaeton. Like they did that collab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He might have been the first. And then I think, Big Pun kind of took the torch, you know what I mean? And boom, there it was.
I also wonder, is like the 60th Super Bowl, have we just seen everything? Like, are like, is there, I'm wondering, like, is there just nothing? Is there nothing that can surprise us? Like, is it like, no matter whoever would have been on stage, would have we had found something to complain about too?
Oh hell no! I don't care what anybody says. If Chris Brown was on that motherfucking stage, that would have.
I do believe that's one that should be.
He is our Michael Jackson. Whether you're black, white, Latin, green, brown, purple, he is our Michael Jackson. And Jay-Z needs to just get over it. Yeah. Get over it, bro. Get over it, bro. And book Chris Brown, because he is our best entertainer right now. Period.
Yeah. No, I agree. Now I will give an honorable mention to Shakira and J-Lo though.
Oh, of course, that was great. I mean, Bruno Mars and Beyonce killed it when they had a battle on stage. That was dope.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, even Katy Perry, or was it Katy Perry, or the one who came out on the lion, which came on that big ass lion, that was fire.
My biggest thing was like, it didn't look big enough to me. It didn't look big. It looked very well thought out. It was very theatrical. It was but it just like, it was so shot for TV where it just didn't translate to the energy that should have been in there. And I could even tell there just wasn't an energy in there with how he was performing.
Oh yeah. Well, if we could talk about the Super Bowl itself, that was one of the most boringest Super Bowls ever.
That was a snooze fest, man.
I hate when the Patriots go to the Super Bowl. I mean, only when they played against the Giants, it was exciting. But when the Patriots go to the Super Bowl, it is pretty freaking boring, bro.
Pretty boring. Like
nothing. Yeah, nothing. Like, I was sitting there watching that game. I was like, I don't even really want to watch this. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the kicker though, boy. He got his he got his numbers up.
Yeah.
He scored more points than the entire Patriots. I mean, I was like, he was going off the chain. I wanted to get your input on what you thought about this also, actually. While I got you, let me share this real quick and
go ahead.
What you think about this.
Now you feel like you upper echelon.
Let me restart this.
Out the club, you know what I'm saying?
Why do you think they need to be gone?
Because, man, people don't mingle. People don't talk no more.
Do you blame that on the sections or people's phones, though?
Both. But
good answer.
But then the sections make it to where it's like, now you feel like you upper echelon. And really, I go in the club now, they be asking me like, bro, you want to get a section? I'm at the bar. You know what I'm saying? I walk around the club because it's just like, I like to see people that I know have these conversations, you know what I'm saying? And then hear the music and
move around a little bit. Get your steps in while you got the Apple Watch on. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. So
definitely
do something for the people and make the clubs fun again. Please take the.
Is this possible in today's nightlife scene?
Not possible.
Is that even like a probable thing?
It's not possible, just because where we're at in lifestyle. One, people don't dance anymore. Owners, the only place it's possible for is where that exists, and that's a dive bar or a lounge. A$AP Rocky touched on this a little bit, but for a club, the only way they could survive is bottle service. That's the only way they could survive. That's the only way they can survive now, because they done got so accustomed to charging or making that kind of money for bottle service, you know, that's what they just have to live off. That's what their expectation is, because they got to pay rent, they got to pay security guards. You know what I mean? That's how they want to, you know, make people, and then people want to feel special as well, and that's their new way of feeling special. It being amongst each other isn't special enough. Being in the moment isn't special enough anymore. It's like, I need my moment. Put your phone on me, put your camera on me, so that when I post it to social media, everybody knows it's about me. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying he's wrong. I agree. But is it possible to get back to it? I doubt it. And I'm an 80s baby, bro. So I didn't seen it. How we even got here. You know what I mean? It used to be you walked in, you know, it was who could get for men, who could get the baddest chick, who was the best dancer. We used to walk in and cruise.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I got some new dance moves, or I just watched that new music video. Exactly. I just watched that new music video. We're about to go battle. You know what I mean? And then that right there would get you the ladies. And then again, like he said, going to the bar and taking shots, you know, drinking until you pass out. You know what I mean? But now everybody's so scared to go viral for the wrong reason. Everybody wants to go viral, but nobody wants to go viral for the wrong reason. You know what I mean? So everybody's kind of like this. They kind of like, they want they'll dress it up as, I want my privacy. I don't want people to touch me. Like, social anxiety is a real thing, but people, as soon as, like, I'm gonna tell you, because this has happened to me before. I've been in the club and a girl is breaking me off. And instead of men grabbing another woman to join in, because that's what we used to do, like, hey, you started. All right, I see homegirl choosing over there. I'm gonna go grab her. We gonna keep it going. Everybody looks at you and pulls out their phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, like, it's uncomfortable.
Like if you're the one dude that got on something, they'd be like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, well, go get one. Dude, stop it. Like,
and another thing is, it's become a staring competition. It's a freaking, when you in your section, everybody just staring at you. You just looking down at everybody. Like,
it's tough, man. Because it'd be like you being the one like smiling dude in the club. You kind of look tender to a couple other people, and you kind of like what's up, like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still on guard. Like, I'm still on guard. I know she's twerking. I'm loving it, but like,
yeah,
I'm playing around with you. You know what I mean? And it sucks.
Yeah, it does. And there's a lot of people who go to the club who have social anxiety, who don't know how to be around people, who aren't used to being around people, but they want to be on the scene at the same time. So they're like, well, we need a section, so we don't need people coming around us. But what I will say is, though, one way to combat it, and my homegirl told me about this because she was at Super Bowl weekend. She got a table at the Grand, and they got a good deal, she said. The difference was that there was no security at their booth. So whoever they wanted to bring up, or whoever wanted to come up, whoever they knew could come up. Does that make sense?
Now, what happens if that goes left and they can't keep influx of, if people notice?
That's true. You know, that's another
that's another variable. Like, okay, we'll open up the floodgates, but what if we can't contain these floodgates and just old anybody got the bottle in their hand, pouring themselves up a cup?
That's always a possibility. But what I will say is, though, if everybody had access to bottle service, if you have a guy who's like say you have a designated driver, hey, you hold the bottles, you guard the bottles. You know what I mean? And if, like I said, she said that there was no security blocking their tables. All the tables were just free game. Like, well, it was your section if you booked it, but if you saw your partner, you could bring them up there. They didn't have to flash no wristband. It was just, oh yeah, boom. They could pass the bottle down there to their people. The people could pass their bottle back. She was like, that was a good part of it. But she said for the most part, it's the same thing. She was like, it was just a staring competition for the most part.
No,
yeah, but to get back to answer to get back to the top of the question with the answer is, I don't think it'll change.
Do you think nightlife is gonna like Is it gonna make it, bro? Like, is I mean, just like where the world's going, it's like the one thing I wonder is like, is this stuff really gonna be able to like outlast like what
Is
the
it sustainable?
Is it sustainable?
I want to say yes, but I would say no, and the reason why why I think it will eventually die out is because why did we want to go to the club?
The chicas, right?
Mm,
Shardies?
what was the visuals?
Like
I'll tell you. Music videos. Music videos used to make us want to go to the club, bro. And there aren't music videos like that anymore. They're filming in the streets because it's cheaper. They don't want to rent out videos. They're shooting videos at the gas station.
Yeah. Oh, you just made.
They're doing the microphone drop thing, you know, in the streets. You know what I mean? Like, you know what they're throwing? They're throwing parties in the coffee shops now. You know what I mean? Like, I think the party is just going to transition to wherever the fuck you're at. Like, we're going to throw a party right here. We don't need a venue, you know. But think about the Missy Elliott videos, the early Chris Brown videos, the early Busta Rhymes videos, the shit. I don't want to get crucified, but the P Diddy videos. Think about all those videos.
You're right. You're right. I mean, like all I know
you were like, oh, that's what it's like in the club. I need to be in the club. I need to be in the club.
Yeah, that's
50
crazy.
Cent. 50 Cent made a song called "In the Club." Come on, bro. People don't even want to talk about how much. People don't even want to talk about how much that boosted sales alone.
Yeah, you kind of fucked me up right there, like that.
I'm just saying, like, there's no visibility for it anymore. So people don't even desire it as much.
It was like almost like the music videos were like little instruction manuals. Like, this is how you party. This is how you grab shorties and like, whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, look at Diplo throwing run club parties, bro.
You know, it's funny because it's like I do recall after COVID, like when I would DJ and I'd be looking around at the people and I was like, did they know what to do?
Right.
Like there'd be some nights where I'm just like, I was really trying to figure out. I'm like, yo, they don't know what to do right now.
Yeah, no, they don't. They really, really, really don't. And I'm one of those DJs that I look up at the crowd because I need energy. Like, I need adrenaline, and I need it naturally, not from alcohol, because that could become too much.
Hey, man, still you get too much of one and not the other, you know.
Exactly, you know. And when I look up and I try to get that adrenaline or that expression, and it's not even just you could be playing a fire ass song, bro. It's not even just the music anymore. Oh, this DJ's whack. Like, nah, bro, that's a scapegoat, bro. Like, the DJ isn't whack, and he's playing some fire ass songs. Or I'm tired of this, and it's like, bro, you're just making an excuse for everything.
Yeah.
But the real answer is, like you said, people don't know how to act in the club no more. And you're looking at them and they're confused. They don't have no guidance. They're like, I'm here.
Once they really started letting up on the dress code, that was one thing that I was really like, because if you really want to create that line in the sand, I feel like the dress code was like, you know,
I 1000% agree with you, bro. So to get back to it, there's a lot of things that need to change. And I'm not saying go back to suits, ties, and button-ups, but dress like you care about yourself. Come in the latest fashion. Come like, you know what I mean? You gotta start letting people in with these Nike tech suits and then be surprised when they get into a fight. I'm gonna tell you real quick, bro. I was in Walnut Creek. I ain't gonna say the place, but the chicks start beating people up and everybody over there like, oh my God, why are they fighting? I'm like, this bitch has on a full ass Nike tech suit. She came to fight.
Yeah, no, even at these, like the bar, like you gotta be, I feel like what you let into your establishment, that's going, like, you can just, like, the optics, man, like that's I feel like like bringing a little bit of just like standards,
bro.
standards.
Let's dive a little deeper. I could point out the motherfuckers who I know is about to fight. If I could point them out as a DJ, how come security can't? Stop hiring this motherfucker just because he big. Stop hiring this motherfucker just because he your boy. He don't know. He don't know how to read people.
No,
he don't know how to read energy. He just wants to be in the position of power. You feel
he
me?
invited the people fighting.
You said what?
He the one invited the fools of that
Right.
to start the fight.
Right.
They
Like,
boys.
how would you not know that this group of people right here came in here for trouble? Like, bro, I done been, I'm not no hood dude. I ain't no street dude, but I'd have been on the streets long enough to see a group of people and be like, oh, that's trouble right there.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, you can
It's time to go.
yeah, man. Like what happened to like at least the mandatory button up, like collar.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that security doesn't even know how to use good judgment anymore. Like,
Nah.
I've seen that in so many, like I be seeing like the goofiest security guards now. Like anybody, like, bro, how you gonna let this person be a security guard, bro? This is your security guard? Really?
Man.
Really? This motherfucker right here can't even do 50 push-ups. This motherfucker right here don't even know how to read. You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker right here, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, come on, man. Like, it got to be some standards, bro. And I think that's what it is, just across the table in the club. Like, there's owners who shouldn't own a club. They just own it because they got money. There's bar managers because that was just the owner's friend and they want to be cheap and they want to take the shortcut, but they don't know how to upsell anything. You know what I mean? They don't even know how to get people in there. You know what I mean? They don't understand the importance of service. You know what I mean? But oh, that was a friend of a friend. You got a bunch of people. I'll just say this. You got a bunch of people who aren't qualified for this job, bro, and it's hurting the industry.
Yeah, man. It's like almost like there's like so many things working against the nightlife industry in Northern California right now. And it just it sucks because it was like for okay, so just to give everybody watching a backstory, it's like I moved to the Bay Area in 2016 and you had been there way longer than me, but it's just like I feel like I moved there on the tail end of like such just like you had to be there.
Oh, you missed the time, bro. You missed the time.
You know what I mean? Like if you like you did, like there was a time where if you weren't there, you'll never be able to experience it again. It wasn't a sustainable way of living, but damn it, when it was being lived, it was the best fucking thing you'd ever experienced in your life.
Yeah. Facts. Yes, facts. Very, very much so. I'll tell you a real quick story. I was at Mac Dre's last performance before he died. He performed at Mission Rock in the Bay Area. He got killed in Kansas City for the people who don't know. His last show was at Mission Rock. This man will jump in the crowd and dance with everybody in the crowd, bro. No drama, no beef. It was at Mission Rock, bro. I remember like it was yesterday. It's one of the best times in my life. But that's how much the Bay was on fire and everything was just cool. Like you could come outside and you could literally ghost ride your whip with no drama. Nope, nobody tried to jump in it, steal it. You know what I mean? Like it was just a good if a party, if you weren't, it was so fun out here. If you didn't get into the party inside, it was definitely a party outside. And they were just waiting for everybody to come out so we could even go stupider. Like that was a real fucking thing, bro. It was a real fucking thing, bro. And yeah, those times faded quick. I don't want to even say with gentrification, or I don't know if rent got higher or whatever, but clubs just started shutting down left and right. Yeah, the music changed, the hyphy movement died, Mac Dre died, and that just, you know, I love E40. I love Fizz ENT, but they couldn't hold the torch. You know what I mean? They just couldn't hold it. They couldn't hold it long enough. But you had other rappers who came along, like Mr. Fab, who was doing this thing. And you know, like other than that though, they just it died out, you know, and so did the Bay. And it was a slow death too. It was a slow death.
It was definitely death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
There was like that like good little ramp up point with like Pilo. and stuff
yeah.
like that. And boy, did just COVID just start just do a
Oh
little.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had even when the HBK, when you say P-Lo, the
Yeah.
HBK, they had stars. And
Yeah,
I
man.
Am Sue was a star. P-Lo is clearly a star.
Yeah. That was just
Sage
like,
the Gemini was a star.
like you would have like 2 hours straight of just like that BPM range of music.
Oh my, what, not low at 95 to like 102? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Unlimited firing on everybody. And it was
Yeah,
just
here go another one. Yeah, here go another one.
and,
Yeah.
and the one thing that I'll say about like this specific market opposed to like a lot of other places is it is more geared towards dancing than you'll see. Like I would say even here in Miami or in South Florida, it's just like a little bit like more back on that like 70 BPM like trap stuff. But it's just like over there, since that West Coast sound is more prevalent. Like I mean, I love the sweet spot of the 95s to the 105s is that's dancing.
Yeah,
you dancing.
Oh
and
yeah.
it's, and you're not going to see you wouldn't see. I remember like my first like seeing a real lit party out there, and I'd never seen it before, not being from that. Like you'll again, you got to be there. You had to be there.
I think I'll say another thing. All the pimps, the players, the Macs, they all, either they died, they passed away, or they just moved away. Because I'll tell you, the aggression killed the party. The melodies, the rhythm, it just all died. And I hear all this music now, and I love me some SOB RBE. I love me some EBK. I love the EB. I like y'all niggas never got bitches though. I'm gonna keep it real, and that's not disrespect, because I don't know how every song you could be talking about killing a nigga. Like you pay so much attention to niggas. Like it's you couldn't. There's no way that you could have been, you grown up and not, I'm getting women, because eventually your music, your whole energy is at some point gonna divert in that direction, and it just never did with the Bay Area. And I don't know if niggas just stopped getting bitches or they stopped talking to women growing up. I don't know what happened.
Something happened.
You
can see it
because I grew up and we was on them. That's all we cared about. That's all we cared about. It's all we cared about. Don't get me wrong. I love me a good trap, rap, aggressive song. I love even Tupac switched it up at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even Biggie got a one more chance. You know what I mean? Like what?
I mean, a lot of dudes are just going in the booth and just rapping. I don't think any, like from what I'm noticing, like I don't think there's anyone that's like like we should make something for like a couple chicks. Like you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know if it's fear. I don't know if it's
I ain't trying to sound soft.
I'm about to say the vulnerability.
Yeah.
It's money over bitches. It's money over bitches. Like I get it, bro. But even when I was growing up, before the streaming era, who was buying the CDs? Was it men or women?
The women's.
The women. It was the women. like it's okay to say money over bitches. It's okay.
Yeah, man.
That's money. When you get your money, you can get your money. But I'm not trying to get money 24 hours, nigga. I mean, I want to, hopefully sleeping at some point. But at some point, I want to make some time for my kids. I want to make some time for my friends. And I want to make some time for some women. You know what I mean? Like, you got to, if you're making music, if you're entertaining, you got to know how to incorporate all facets of life. It can't be just one thing. I mean, it happens and you could get popular off of it, but that's unsustainable, bro. It's I mean, that's just me though. Niggas that call me a bitch or you a lover boy or this, that, and this. Nah, bro. I'm just telling you, for the entertainment lifestyle and the club life, bro, you gotta talk to the women, man.
No, you hit it on the head. And I mean, case in point, that's why we got Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl.
Hey, bro, and let man, let me tell you, they were outside.
Hey, they were happy to see him. I gotta say, yo, man. I mean, like this the check-in, man. Like, you know, every week I think the people can get excited to know that they're gonna hear our mindset, just what we're going through as two DJs, as two men, just trying to find our path. You know, going on the way. You got anything you need to plug at all before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Make sure you hit me on Instagram. Nice for Life. NICE, the number 4 life.dj. Nice for life.dj. I got some gigs this weekend. Like I said, I got my residency at the Sandbar. I'll be at the new Butter Lounge, Butter Club, actually, on Saturday. They just opened January 31st, I believe, was their grand opening. So, you know, we're 2 weeks in. I'll be there on Saturday night. And then Sunday, also shout out to the SF, the San Francisco Black DJ Collective. You know, it's a new thing I'm a part of. I'm starting. And yeah, shout out to everybody, man. And, you know, as long as we keep doing this, we're going to keep shouting them out.
Hey, I love that. And I'm a private event cat. So, you know, you need your wedding, corporate event, whatever, holler at me, Brandon Beach Sound on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the check-in. Me, my boy Nice for Life. We will see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.